season's first hurricane lashes the coast of southwestern Louisiana. Hurricane Audrey, spawned in the Gulf of Mexico, sweeps in across Cameron Parish with terrific winds and rain. An estimated 350 persons lost their lives, many of them swept into the Gulf of Mexico by the backwash of tidal waves.
Hello everyone, this is Charles McNeely. I'm in Little Chenier, Louisiana it is an honor and a privilege to be in the home of Miss Dorothy Manuel. And some of you might know her from country music fame, but I'm here to talk to Miss Dorothy about her experience with Hurricane Audrey back in 1957. So Miss Dorothy, it's great to be here and to see you and meet you, and thank you for having me here. So the question I always ask at the beginning is, how old were you in 1957?
22 years old.
22, my goodness. So you were an adult.
Right.
You were, and did you have any children at that time?
3.
What are their names?
Timothy, Maureen, and Dolly.
Now, hadn't you just given birth, right? And who was the baby that was born?
Dolly was born the 23rd. I got home on Wednesday. The hurricane hit Thursday morning.
So you just got back from the hospital after giving birth to your latest child 4 days or 3 days before.
Right.
That is amazing. And who was with you in the house where you were for Hurricane Audrey?
My mother, my daddy, my brother Burton,
What were your mother and dad's names?
Allie, and Jules. Everybody called him Chun.
Okay.
Vincent, and then Burton, my brother,
Okay.
and my sister Pishu, or Linda.
Got you.
She was 12, I think. And she was holding my baby
During the storm?
for a while.
Okay.
And wanted to go run out on a shell pile my dad had to sell in the back of the house.
A what?
She wanted a shell pile.
A shell pile. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I said, "You're not going out there with my baby."
Thank you. Yes.
My mother had put a big old pot of gumbo on the stove.
Now that's a great way to ride out a hurricane.
Well, it didn't last long.
Oh, okay.
So when the water started coming up and it broke the front porch, whatever you call it, all that front part of the house.
Entire front porch, basically.
And the top.
Okay.
So in other words, when the waves would hit, it would hit right on us after we were up in the attic.
You saw the water coming. Was the wind and the rain there too?
Yes,
Okay.
a lot of wind.
A lot of wind and rain and
Yes.
And so y'all, how easy was it to get into the attic? Was that?
It wasn't real hard because, like I said, the stuff was piled, looked like just
your
right.
furniture,
Yes,
because you were about to move into your house.
right.
Your house was next door to your parents, and it was all ready to move in.
Right.
And here comes Audrey.
Yes.
So your furniture was there, which allowed y'all to kind of climb it and get into
In the attic. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Once y'all were in the attic, how many people were there? There's you and your 3 kids and your sister Pishu and your mom and dad and your brother Burton. About 8 or 9 maybe? Was that all that was there? Okay, all right. So 9 people in the attic. What do you remember about what did you experience while y'all were in the attic?
Well, the waves would hit us right in our head and everywhere.
So you were getting water inside the attic.
Oh yeah, it would hit us.
Okay. Was the roof off?
That front part was off.
Got you. Where the front porch was.
Yes.
Okay.
And then my brother saw a quilt floating right at the attic.
Okay.
He grabbed it, and my mother tied it on the nails where it couldn't hit our body, but it still came in there.
So the quilt protected you
us
from the rain and everything, but
the water was still coming in. And that was in the attic. So the water was so high that it got into the attic pretty high up there. So we're talking about, you know, an attic would be about 10 feet to 15 feet, I would imagine, up there. So that's how high the water and the waves were.
Yes.
10 to 15 feet.
And when those waves was hitting inside, lucky the house was well built with that tongue and groove
yes.
stuff. But every time a wave would hit, it was knocking the wall a little bit. We never knew if we were gonna
be demolished.
be demolished.
Okay. And did it ever? Was it okay?
I say if it had lasted 30 more minutes, we wouldn't have been.
So what else do you remember happening while y'all were in the attic after that?
It was an L-shaped house.
Okay.
There was a room and a kitchen, and this house we were in was the old part.
Got you.
My brother wanted to go in the new part thinking it was stronger.
Yes.
We kept saying no because it was just attached.
Yes.
And we saw all that go.
So all of that during the night or during the storm,
Yes,
the new part of the house.
it all went and left a big hole in the roof.
Yes.
When the storm started getting bad, my husband was working on the bridge, so he left to go see if we were told the bridge was open to marine traffic only.
The bridge, the Gibbstown Bridge?
Gibbstown Bridge.
Okay, all right.
So my husband said, well, I'm gonna go close it and come back and get y'all. He left here. We never knew if he had made it. When he got at the end of Little Chenier Road, same thing, the wave had houses on top of it. So he drove as fast as he could. He made it to the bridge, but we had no way of knowing.
Right.
Other than the lights was on, my dad kept saying somebody had to turn the lights on.
So you could see the Gibbstown Bridge from here and the lights, and so that hopefully gave you some kind of comfort that possibly he made, and he wrote it out there on the Intercoastal Waterway at the Gibbstown Bridge.
We had no knowledge if we had made it. The next day when the sun came out, we were sitting all around where the hole of the roof was,
Got you.
got dry, and a seaplane pulled up.
Now,
The water was still here, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was flooded, but there was no more wind and rain.
No.
Is that it? Okay. So it was flooded, and a seaplane, not a boat,
No.
but a seaplane rode up and picked y'all up.
Picked me and the three kids. My dad reached over to him. He was on the wing,
yes.
and my dad would take one of the kids and hand it to him. And then my mama was holding him by the belt So he didn't go down.
Yes, teamwork. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the pilot picked me and the three kids, brought us to a tugboat in the Superior Canal back here.
Superior Canal. Is that by
Yeah.
Grand Lake? Is that
That's by
where am I talking?
the
By the Intracoastal? Was
no
that?
by the Intracoastal.
Okay.
It went into the Intracoastal
Gotcha. It fed in Intercoastal. So Superior
Canal.
Canal. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one. So
Really?
yes, I'll look it up.
There was a tugboat, and he wanted to bring us to his house.
Okay.
No, I don't want to go. I want to just go. He was going to bring us to the duck at the bridge.
Yes. I know Army Ducks.
Army duck.
There were all kinds of Army Ducks helping people get out of
And-
their places.
And while we were in the boat, they gave my older ones Oreos. Were they ever happy?
I can imagine.
And they were all full of a rash, that's
Yeah.
that water.
Yeah, exactly.
So when we got to the bridge, that's when I knew my husband was alive.
That's when you saw him. He saw y'all.
Yes.
Wow. That's wonderful. That's
Yes.
a great reunion.
The seaplane left us on the boat because he didn't know if he had enough fuel to bring us anywhere else.
Right. Yes.
He had to go fuel up at the bridge.
There we go.
So y'all were on a boat, and your husband, did you see your husband first, or did he see you?
I guess he saw us first.
Okay. And he came over. Is that?
Oh Lord, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
That's wonderful. That's.
and the duck brought me and the kids to the hospital.
Which hospital?
I'm almost sure it was St. Pat's.
Okay. But it was a Lake Charles hospital.
Yes.
Your husband stayed here though.
He stayed on the bridge.
Bridge. Okay.
Yeah. And now some friends that had met us there, the Stoots,
Yes. Yes. You're one of the people in your band.
well, his brother,
Got you. Okay.
Alfie and Lorene and them. His sister's the one got us out of the hospital, but Alfie and, my husband was with them.
Okay.
And they brought my two kids to Oberlin at my mother-in-law's.
There we go.
She stayed up all night long washing them down with antiseptic. And then the next day, when the doctor released me and Dolly, and of course we didn't have a piece of clothes. All I had was a little flimsy nightgown, no shoes,
Yes.
nothing.
Yes.
And the baby didn't have anything.
Gosh.
Corinne, Alfie's sister,
Okay.
came and got us. Well, first of all, before that, a Fontenot that was a deputy in Lake Charles,
Okay.
and his wife came and brought a ton of baby clothes. And then Corinne picked us up. She had bottle warmers and, everything a baby needed,
Yes.
and some shoes and clothes and stuff.
That's.
So it was quite a 36 hours.
That's how long it took from
That's how long
the
from the
beginning of the
beginning.
storm to getting to a place where you were
Right.
safe and,
Right.
and okay. And well, that's that. You said a deputy Fontenot brought you all the babies and his wife.
Yeah, him and his wife.
You don't remember
I
his
can't
first
think
name?
his name
Okay.
name, but he had a slaughterhouse
Fontenot
in Lake Charles.
Slaughterhouse. Okay.
Y'all got to the hospital, and then did y'all go to their house, or where did you go?
At Corinne's house.
Corinne's,
Alfie,
okay.
Alfie Stut's sister.
Yes. Okay. All right.
She was a Corinne Duan,
Okay.
and they kept us there a couple of days.
Okay.
Then I went on to Oberlin
Got you.
from there.
Did your husband stay here in Cameron Parish, or did he join you up in Oberlin?
No, he stayed because you had to, if you wanted help, you had to be around
Oh yeah.
with the Red Cross, and Red
Right.
Cross didn't do much for us.
Okay.
Salvation Army was wonderful.
They were the ones that
Yes.
helped y'all. Okay.
Red Cross, they had a bunch of stuff that you could pick out.
Yes.
So Alfie Stoots brought my husband to this place to get some shoes and clothes
Yes.
and stuff. He had to have a coupon. He had to go get a coupon in Lake Charles.
What? Just
Yes.
to get clothes?
Yes.
I don't understand that. I'm not sure
Oh,
why that happened.
we didn't either. That's why I say Red Cross
Yeah,
didn't help
that's,
as
I'm
much.
not sure.
what that meant. But when a person's in need, you just give it to them. You don't need any kind of, so, okay, all right. And so you were up in Oberlin with the kids. Did your husband and father and everyone rebuild? Did y'all rebuild the house?
Not right away. We didn't. My dad and them lived in a tent here in the yard
Yes.
for 6 weeks with a little coal oil burner.
Yes.
My mother would cook on that.
Yes.
And they tore down some of the house in the big burn there,
Okay.
and used some of it, but my dad and them rebuilt. Yeah,
Gotcha.
we didn't at the moment.
How long did y'all stay in Oberlin before you came back to Cameron Parish?
Sometime in '58.
Okay.
We stayed about a year and a half.
Yeah, okay. All right. And,
My niece, one of my nieces had her baby a few days before mine, the 17th. So there was two babies there was 3 in diapers, and that wasn't the store-bought diapers.
right, the cloth diapers.
Cloth
You
diapers,
mentioned.
and
Yes.
it wasn't no automatic washing machine.
Right, yes.
So I proceeded to help. I wouldn't let my mother-in-law do everything.
Yes.
So I was out there washing diapers and hanging them up.
Oh, yeah.
There was no way to take care of myself back then
Yes.
when they thought they had to.
Yes.
Now they don't think they have to.
Yes.
Well, that's, I'm glad that everybody made it, that everybody, was okay in the attic, and you found your husband, and that's a special story, definitely. So to kind of look at everything that happened, and now, pardon me for asking, but may I ask your age today?
88.
You're 88 today. Okay.
You just turned 88 in May. Okay. All right. Well, that's a glorious age. Congratulations. And so what, since then, from the age of 22 when it happened to today, how much did Audrey shape or help make you the woman you are, or the woman you became? What lessons did it teach you? Did it make you stronger, smarter? What?
Yes, stronger,
Stronger.
definitely.
Okay. So
And
after
more of a Christian.
that's beautiful. That's yes. Yeah, when you see something as powerful as that, you,
Yes.
yes. That's wonderful.